Movember.
No, that's not how you say it, Adriana. I'm told it's Movember. And no shave November, that is when men grow out their hair, their mustaches, their facial hair to raise awareness for men's issues like prostate cancer and mental health. We know men are less likely than women to see their doctor for preventative screenings. One survey of 1,000 adult men found more than half reported say they do not get regular health screenings. CBS News chief medical correspondent Dr. Jon LaPook joins us now to talk about this. So, a couple of things, Jon. I can't grow any facial hair. I can't grow any facial hair.
You're still a man.
You get a little peach fuzz going on here. I get the very, like, not the nice mustache.
Oh, like a little line?
Yeah, the little line. It's not very good. But on the flip side, I am always going to see doctors to make sure that I'm healthy. I go running. I think about my daughter. I want to be around for that. I've showed Adriana's husband, Brian, my EKGs because he's a cardiologist.
He's like, Brian, great to see you. Can you take my
Here you are.
I literally do that, right? Because I want to be around here for a long time. Exactly. So the question for you is, why is it that other men are so reluctant to go see doctors?
Well, you're a man of a certain age and a certain position in life, right? Women tend to get plugged into medical care earlier because of gynecology, right? And eventually, if it happens, OB, right? Men tend to fall off the healthcare train after their pediatrician, and then they sort of don't get back on it. Well, that's like, 18 is childhood, right? And then there are lots of excuses. I was looking at this last night. I'm too busy. Yeah. Well, maybe it's I'm too macho, I'm too embarrassed, and I have a sense of being too invulnerable. And then what happens? You and I were talking before this started, which is you're fine in your 20s and your 30s, and then you start seeing your friends, things start happening to them, and you come running to me. And that's when as an internist and gastroenterologist, people come to me and go, okay, it's time for me to
So what should men be concerned with, and what should they really go out of their way to make sure they're getting screened for?
It's really straightforward stuff. So what are the top killers? Heart attack, stroke, and cancer. You want to know your numbers, your blood pressure, your lipids, your cholesterol, your blood sugar. Do you have diabetes? What's your weight? Are you the correct weight? What's your diet? Are you exercising? And then, all the screenings that you're supposed to have. And we've talked about what those are. And especially also immunizations. Guys tend to not get the HPV vaccine, which can prevent cancer, human papillomavirus. And then finally, STIs, sexually transmitted illnesses. That's something, depending upon your activity, you really got to take a look at.
So Jon, and I'm allowing you to talk about my medical history because you are also, you've done my colonoscopy, right? And that, I'm always shocked.
Know that.
Yes, Jon has seen me in all my glory.
You never hear it from me, but if you want to say it, it's fine.
So I'm always concerned and sometimes frightened when I hear about young, healthy men who succumb to things like colon cancer or prostate cancer, and it's preventable.
Yeah, especially colon
Not preventable, but you know what I mean, catching it early.
Yeah, you can catch it. Well, we've talked about colonoscopy, right? It's going younger. So the screening for people at average risk went from 50 down to 45, and even lower if you're at high risk. And it turns out that there were these benign polyps that stay in there for 5, 10, 15 years. They're still benign. You go in there, if at any point you catch them, you can take them out, and instead of potentially getting cancer, you don't get cancer.
What do you say to men who are a little touchy and don't really want to get that colon cancer screening, the prostate screening?
Right. Well, I think that, there is this embarrassment, right, and feeling about you're not going to go there. But I think, it has to be a no embarrassment zone. Yeah. And you have to trust your doctor. And that's why I think routine visits are important, because it's got to be that, you know somebody. It's not like if it's 3 in the morning, you get abdominal pain, and you don't have a doctor. You really want to walk into an emergency room without knowing somebody? Have a relationship with somebody where you can talk to them and they can say, the hairs in the back of my neck are standing up because I know you so well. You're not a complainer. Right. Let's go ahead and evaluate.
Yeah. Dr. Jon LaPook, thank you so much.
Great to have you, Dr.
Great to be here.
I'm going to talk to my husband about getting that medical exam.
He's a doctor.
Don't get me started.
Oh, my gosh.
Don't get me started, lad.